Greetings to my friends, male, female, and robo. It is I, the Bargain Bin Hobo. You are not watching the news. Nope, you're watching Bargain Bin Reviews. So today, I'll be playing for you Cat in the Hat on the PS2. But Hobo, you ask as you check the time, is the whole video going to be in rhyme? No. So I wasn't going to take the time to write a whole script in rhyme. That'd take way too long, guys. And that it's been done for already. Gadikris did a great job of it with his Grinch review. Link in description, by the way. Nope, today we're checking out Cat in the Hat on the PS2 to see if it's worth a spot on your shelf. So, I think you know what time it is. Yep, it is that time. Time to hobo up! So, this is normally where I discuss the story, right? Well, this time, the game just did a great job of it in the opening cutscene, so let's just look at that instead. Take it away, game!
Okay, here's the story. It was a windy, rainy day. Then, to everyone's surprise, I turn up and cheer up some kids. But then, what do you know? My magical crate is opened, the lock stolen. Magic leaks out and the whole world is in danger. Thus I, the most stylish cat ever to be seen in a hat, you know it, have to recapture all the loose magic which has transformed the house and recover the lock from Mr. Quinn, the nasty next-door neighbor who's also collecting the magic in order to make himself immensely powerful. Hey, what's this him being immensely powerful? That wasn't in my script. Oh, okay. Oh, so the script's changed. And when exactly were you planning on telling me, you know, the star of this little adventure? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the ride is almost over. Thank you for flying Cat in the Hat Airlines, and please get ready to press the start button so we can get this whole mess tidied up.
Okay, so the story is pretty basic. It just follows the story of the movie and tacks a few things onto it like most movie games. Now that I think about it, it would have been pretty cool if we got to go into the town and whatnot in the movie, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, let's go check out the gameplay. Gameplay for Cat in the Hat is a side-scrolling platformer where the cat must collect magic, defeat enemies, and reach Mr. Quinn to kick him out of the level and thus continue the story. The cat's only weapon is his umbrella, but man, what a weapon it is. He can use it to glide, slam down on things, and use it to capture creatures and goods he uses as ammunition, among other uses you'll find as you play. The game's controls are very tight and responsive. The cat can stop and turn around on a dime, which is good because he goes really, really quickly, and that can lead you to run into enemies unless you can stop in time. The game puts you on a strict path, but the cat is able to turn and aim to the sides of it, which is good because that's where Thing 1 and Thing 2, as well as some crates, tend to be. Things 1 and 2 hold the keys that you'll need to get into the bonus world, which we'll get into later, and the crates hide the magic which you'll need to gather to return the world you're in back to normal and get 100% game completion if you're going for that. Enemies and goo balls respawn constantly, so if you happen to miss your target, just wait around and your ammo will come back. You have a constant source of ammo, which is really helpful. It's helpful because it can be hard to aim when you're aiming off to the side sometimes. It's easy to miss and just go just a little bit to the left or to the right. However, like I said, the ammo is constant, so just wait around and practice and you'll get it. There's a plethora of useful items the cat can pick up on his journey. There's hearts, which give him extra lives, cake, both slices and whole cakes, which replenish his health, the magic and keys, which I've already mentioned, and clapperboards, which unlock clips of the movie in the gallery. Now, about those bonus worlds I mentioned. You can't get in unless you have all 4 keys from Thing 1 and Thing 2. They can be hidden pretty well, so keep an eye out for those. Anyway, the bonus world usually involves a chase of some sort like a rising water level or a giant gear. You usually collect some extra magic, clapperboard, and a crystal, which you'll need to open the bonus world at the end of the game. Now, one thing about these is that you die with one hit, so you gotta be really careful. Often need precision timing, but not too much so the latter ones can be pretty hard, but the first ones are pretty easy. So just practice up and you'll be fine. One nice thing about the bonus worlds is that you don't lose lives in them. You can die as many times as you want and it won't deduct from your total, thank God. Something I forgot to mention earlier is that the goo balls are explosive. You'll need them to destroy the steel crates, among other things, so be mindful of that. It can hurt you too. Don't have a goo ball lying around? Can't find one? That's okay, just put this creature one of these things in. Oh my god. Oh, geez, that's monstrous. That's gotta hurt so bad. That poor creature, this is evil! The last part of the game I want to talk about is this.
the boss battles with Mr. Quinn. He's piloting this giant machine, and all you gotta do is dodge his attacks and shoot up the exhaust pipe, and there you go. You do that a bunch of times, grab the lock piece, and there you go. Now you've beaten them, and you can do that 2 more times, you finish the game. Except, this is where I had to stop because my PVR was screwing up so bad I kept getting myself killed, and that was very frustrating, so the PVR screwed me, otherwise I would have gone past this boss fight. But these bosses are pretty easy once you get the pattern down. Thankfully, the game does change up the boss fights a little bit, like the last one having disappearing floors, so you have to watch out for that and his attacks, and get the enemies to shoot up the exhaust pipe, but it's a pretty challenging fight at the end, but this one's pretty tame.
Alright, so the gameplay works pretty well. There's the problem with the speed, it's not Sonic the Hedgehog, guys, just slow down. No, whatever. I digress. But, well, let's have a look at the presentation and see how that holds up.
The music really hits the nail on the head. It really fits the silly vibe very well. Each level gets its own song. The clock level, the plant level, the music level, all of it, and they all sound really good. They have ambience and music thrown in as well. They really nail the silly vibe and they really work here. Well, I can say this. If you're a fan of Suess, you're gonna love this game. This game has Suess slapped all over it, in the monsters, in the backgrounds, and the hazards everywhere, and it says on the back of the box that some of the monsters were designed just for the game. I really can't confirm that one way or the other, but it really does work. There's even a few references to the Grinch here and there. You have to find them yourself, of course, but I promise you they're there. Also, the levels are very well designed. The environments really pop and they really nail that Suess vibe. They're bright and colorful and it works really well. They really are fun to run through. For voice acting, that works too. I don't think the actors came back to voice their characters, but these guys do alright. One thing I love is the banter between the fish and the cat. See, the fish is super duper condescending to the cat in the start, but after a while he just gets really confused and just almost stonery in his dialogue. It's really funny. And of course the cat always has a witty retort such as, "Oh, did the Grinch get this kind of abuse? I think not." Just an example, and I really just love it. Also, there's something I really love in this game. Fourth wall humor. The cat even yells at you for having the game set on really, really hard if you screw up too much. It's really funny. And if you like fourth wall humor, you'll get your kicks too.
So that's Cat in the Hat. How does it stack up? Let's find out. How does it play? It plays pretty good. It's really fast for one thing. It could have been a little slower, but it's not really a huge deal. And the backtracking is kind of annoying, but again, not a deal breaker. And how does it look? If you're a Suess fan, you'll probably love it, as a lot of the Suess creatures are made just for the game, and I think some are even taken from the books, but I'm not so sure on that. You have to double check that yourself. Either way, this one is Hobo approves. So that ends the review, but I should let you guys know that this bit of an update, because this whole PVR thing has really kind of reached its limit with me, there won't be any PS2 games for a while on this channel. Sorry. However, I now have the means to report GameCube games, so we're going to look at a GameCube game next time on this channel. Which one? Come back next week to find out. If, well, maybe next week, we'll see. Hobo, out.